And dear devotees who have joined us over Zoom, we welcome each and every one of you to this day 11 of Gaudiya's Reveal Vraja. So before we move forward, we'd like to announce and congratulate the participants of the quiz session from yesterday. We'd like to congratulate Hari Prasad Prabhu, Sulochana Mataji, Anju Di, Janeshwar Gauranga Prabhu and Varshana Chitra Mataji and Mitanjali Pradhan Mataji. Thank you all so much for participating in the quiz session from yesterday.
So today we will continue discussing who was the first Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharya to visit Vrindavan. How did Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu instruct this personality? What was his contribution? What is the meaning of Dehi Pada Pallavam Udaram? We'll discuss the manifestation of Sri Madan Mohan to Sri Sita Nath Adwaita Acharya. How many times did Lord Nityananda visit Sri Vraja Dham? So in yesterday's session, we went along with Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu around Sri Vraja Mandal, and we visited all the places of Krishna's pastimes that Mahaprabhu personally revealed. From today onwards, we will see how Sriman Mahaprabhu instructed his dear devotees, disciples, associates to come and live in Sri Vrindavan Dham and establish and reveal the pastime places of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. So the first Vaishnava, Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharya, who came to Sri Vrindavan Dham was a personal associate of Lord Gauranga, who was fully absorbed in pure love. His name was Sri Lokenath Goswami, who was one of the eldest of the Goswamis living in Vrajabhumi.
Actually, it is right in a way. This is Achintya Bheda Ved we are going to speak, that it is simultaneously right and not right also, in the sense that there were many other Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas that have come to Braj before Lokenath Goswami. But what makes Lokenath Goswami unique is that he came under the direct instructions of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He was the first Gaudiya Vaishnava who came to Vrindavan with the mission of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. There were others who came before Mahaprabhu and before Lokenath Goswami also, but they came with other reasons which we will reveal in today's session.
So he was the first, as we said, to visit, to fulfill the mission of excavating the lost pastime places of Vrindavan and to establish the temples of worship in Vrindavan. So from his very early childhood, Srila Lokenath Goswami was very indifferent to family life. And one day, giving up his mother, his father, and leaving his home behind forever, Srila Lokenath Goswami, he went to Sri Mayapur Dham in Navadvip to take darshan of the lotus feet of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu embraced Lokenath Goswami with great affection. This is even before Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu was living in Sri Jagannath Puri.
And before Mahaprabhu took sannyas.
And even before Mahaprabhu visited Vrindavan. So, Srila Lokenath Goswami visited Vrindavan even before Sri Mahaprabhu visited, but with the blessings of Mahaprabhu, and Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu embraced Lokenath Goswami with great affection, and he ordered, go to Vrindavan very quickly. I am not fortunate to visit Vrindavan yet, but you, as my messenger, go and visit there. But Lokenath Goswami could understand by certain evidence that soon Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would leave home and take sannyas within 2 or 3 days. So he was in great anxiety. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could understand the mind and heart of Lokenath Goswami, and console him, don't worry, we will reunite in Sri Vrindavan Dham.
Haribo. So, although Lokenath Goswami, when he visited Mahaprabhu in Mayapur Dham, Mahaprabhu had not yet taken sannyas. Mahaprabhu was in the prime of his youth, and he was, just inundating everyone in the Sankirtan mission. Everyone was there, all the personalities, Adwaita Acharya, Nityananda Prabhu, everyone was there, and Lokenath Goswami received this instruction from Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu also gave this understanding to Lokenath Goswami that he will be taking sannyas in just 2 or 3 days. That is how much close it was. So Lokenath Goswami could understand in his heart that Mahaprabhu will take sannyas. Then, where will I meet him? How will I meet him? This was the anxiety that was going on in Lokenath Goswami's mind. And Mahaprabhu, understanding that, he told Lokenath Goswami, don't worry, go to Vrindavan and we will be reunited in Vrindavan. So after hearing this from Mahaprabhu, he was immediately pacified, and Lokenath Goswami left for Vrindavan. And he wandered throughout the 12 forests of Vrindavan in great ecstasy. And Lokenath Goswami was especially attracted to this particular forest of Vrindavan, which is known as Khadiravan, where Krishna had killed Bakasura. And here, in a village named Umrao, on the banks of this beautiful Kishori Kunda, Lokenath Goswami, just under a tree, he would stay. And in fact, the local Brajavasis, they saw that this Goswami was living in such austere conditions, and they said, let us make a hut for you. Let us do something. And he said, no. This tree is enough for me. I will just live under this tree. So following the instructions of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Lokenath Goswami had this great desire to establish deity worship and render service to Krishna in that particular way.
But Srila Lokenath Goswami did not have any deity to establish deity worship, nor did he have any temple. He just had a tree. So understanding Lokenath Goswami's aspiration to serve, Sri Krishna himself appeared before him and offered Lokenath Goswami a vigraha, saying, worship this deity here. And this deity's name is Sri Sri Radha Vinod. Even though Srimati Radharani was not manifested, but only Sri Vinod was there, he would still worship Sri Sri Radha Vinod. And after giving him this beautiful deity, the Lord himself just disappeared. And Lokenath Goswami's joy, it just knew no bounds. He was floating in the waves of prema, and he prepared an offering for the Lord to eat. And after offering fine rice on a fresh banana leaf to the deity, Lokenath Goswami was experiencing great ecstasy by offering just his life at the lotus feet of the Lord. And he was stunned by the wonderful nectarian beauty of the Lord. And then he offered a bed of flowers and made the Lord to rest. And in order to protect the deity, he made a cloth bag which he kept around his neck all the times. Shri Shri Radha Vinod ki Jai. Shri Radha Vinod, he became like a jeweled necklace around the neck of Lokenath Goswami inside that cloth bag. Because there was no temple, he would sometimes hang the deities on the tree in that cloth bag, put them to rest. And then later on, if he had to travel, he would take the cloth bag with the deities and he would take them around his neck and travel. This cloth bag was his temple. This was Lokenath Goswami's practice until the day he disappeared from this earth. And this is an example of strict vairagya that he maintained.
And in fact, if we see, look at the body here, I purposely did this particular picture that we can see Just look at the body of Lokenath Goswami, how thin and how emaciated he's become. And look at the beautiful deity, the self-manifested deity that Krishna himself handed over to Lokenath Goswami of Vinod Devaji, that how Lokenath Goswami would worship Sri Sri Radha Vinod as his life and soul. If we zoom in, we can see the features of the Lord to be very, very, very special. They're very accurate, they're very precise. So Lokenath Goswami then later moved to Vrindavan when, Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami came later on. He moved, on their request, he moved to Vrindavan from Khadirvan, and he stayed there with Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. And of course, when Mahaprabhu visited Vrindavan, at that time, they missed each other, unfortunately. And Lokenath Goswami was in tears that, oh, I missed seeing Mahaprabhu. But Mahaprabhu revealed to him that this Vinod whom you are worshipping is non-different from me. So therefore, we are always united together. So therefore, Lokenath Goswami especially would, always keep Radha Vinod on his neck because he felt that Lord Chaitanya would embrace him. Lord Chaitanya had embraced him physically only one time in his entire lifetime in Navadvip. But that one embrace of Mahaprabhu was enough for a lifetime of eternity for Lokenath Goswami. That's how he served the deity of Sri Sri Radha Vinod. Jai Srila Lokenath Goswami ki jai.
And we can even today see the temple of Sri Sri Radha Vinod in Sri Vrindavan Dham.
Harivo.
The next Goswami that we would discuss about is Srila Jayadeva Goswami, who visited Sri Vrindavan Dham even before Lokenath Goswami, even before Mahaprabhu. But as we said, Lokenath Goswami was the first to visit for the mission of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. But Jayadeva Goswami, he visited 300 years before the appearance of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He used to live in Bengal. He was a great poet, and he's the compiler of the great Sri Gita Govinda. His worshipable deities are Sri Sri Radha Madhava. Along with his devoted wife, Srila Jayadeva Goswami, he lived at Champahati in Sri Navadvip Dham. His wife's name was Padmavati Devi. This is where Jayadeva Goswami composed Sri Gita Govinda, which is actually sung in Sri Jagannath's temple.
Every day.
Every day. And this is one of the very favorite compositions of Lord Jagannath. And how did Gita Govinda, what is the pastime of this Gita Govinda?
So there's a very sweet pastime that unfolded here in Champahati in Navadvip Dham, that one day while, Jayadeva Goswami was working and he was writing about Gita Govinda, Jayadeva felt very inspired. He felt very inspired in his heart to write that Krishna actually bows down to touch the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. He was very inspired to write this, like we see in this picture. His heart was telling him, yes, right, that Krishna is bowing down to his Swamini Ji and bowing down to the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. But Jayadeva, he hesitated that, am I writing something that would diminish Lord Krishna's position as the Supreme Personality of Godhead? So in this confusion, Jayadeva Goswami said, well, I've been writing for so long, let me take a break. And he just went to refresh himself with, on the bank. He went to the banks of the Ganga, which flows right next to Champahati. And before coming back to honor the Mahaprasad of Sri Sri Radha Madhava that his wife had cooked. So in the meantime, when Jayadeva Goswami went to take his bath in the Ganga, at that time, Krishna himself disguised himself as Jayadeva Goswami. And he came into the home where Padmavati Devi was cooking. And Padmavati Devi looked, he said, "Oh, my husband, you're back." And Jayadeva Goswami just nodded, that was Krishna. And he came and he wrote down something. And Krishna wrote a line in the Gita Govinda, which is,
Dehi pada Pallavam Udaram. And the Lord also accepted prasadam from Padmavati. And upon returning, Jayadeva Goswami, he was astonished to see this line. What? I'd been thinking about it. Who wrote this? And then, understanding the mystery, Jayadeva Goswami, he cried in spiritual joy. And he said, Padmavati, Padmavati, we are most fortunate. Sri Krishna himself has written this line. Look, Dehi pada Pallavam Udaram, and taken prasadam from your hand.
And this line of Dehi pada Pallavam Udaram, it means that Dehi, that Krishna is telling his Swamini ji, he's telling Sri Radhe that, "Oh Radhe, please, Dehi." Dehi means give. Pada Pallavam, give me the shelter of your lotus feet. Udaram means out of your greatest compassion upon me, please bless me with the shelter of your tender lotus feet. Just like how we are seeing in this picture that how Krishna is holding the tender lotus feet of Srimati Radharani in his hands. This is the mood of Sri Gita Govinda. Dehi pada Pallavam Udaram. Jai 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 Sri Radhe Sham.
This kind of mood is revealed, was never revealed before. Srimati Radharani would actually yearn for the lotus feet of Krishna. But here, Sri Krishna is yearning for the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. And this is the highest realization that is revealed in Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya.
Haribo.
So Sri Krishna, he appeared there because he was very pleased with the devotion of Srila Jayadeva Goswami and his good wife Srimati Padmavati Devi. And so Krishna and Radharani, both of them revealed themselves, and changing his color to that of golden champa tree, which grew in that area, Krishna revealed his form of Lord Gauranga. He told them that he would soon appear in Navadvip to perform the congregational chanting of the holy names before taking sannyas. And after sannyas, he would go to Puri, where he would relish Sri Jayadeva Goswami's Gita Govinda. Lord Chaitanya asked them also, now you also go to Puri.
Haribol. So this is 300 years before the appearance of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, that Mahaprabhu already revealed to Srila Jayadeva Goswami that he will be coming and performing these wonderful pastimes.
Gita Govinda actually, if we see it, expresses very intense feelings of separation that Sri Radhika felt before the Rasa dance. It also describes the most intimate pastimes of Sri Sri Radha Madhava. And during Lord Chaitanya's Gambhira Leela, when he was staying at Gambhira in Jagannath Puri, he would thoroughly relish hearing the Gita Govinda sung daily by Swarup Damodar Goswami and Mukunda Goswami.
Haribo. So Srila Jayadeva Goswami, from Jagannath Puri, he then later traveled to Vrindavan with his deities of Sri Sri Radha Madhava, serving them in an area near Keshi Ghat. And when the residents of Vrindavan Dham heard Jayadeva Goswami sing the Gita Govinda in his very sweet voice, they were very much entranced. And one merchant, in fact, even built a very beautiful temple for the deities near the site of the Keshi Ghat. So this is the Radha Madhava deities of Srila Jayadeva Goswami, and his beloved deities actually remained in Sri Vraja Dham. And Mahaprabhu, during his Vraja Mandala, it is said that Mahaprabhu took darshan of this very beautiful Sri Sri Radha Madhava, the worshipful deities, of Srila Jayadeva Goswami.
Srila Jayadeva Goswami ki jai.
Jai.
Next great Acharya who visited Sri Vrindavan Dham was none other than Sita Nath Sri Adwaita Acharya. In fact, Maharaj Vajranabh, who is the great grandson of Sri Krishna, he carved the deity of Sri Madan Mohan. And for a long, long time, Madan Mohan performed his leela of being unmanifested in this world because Sri Vajranabh was here at the same time as Maharaj Parikshit was ruling Hastinapur. Maharaj Vajranabh was ruling Dwarka. And Sri Vajranabh had this desire to establish the pastime places of Sri Krishna after his disappearance. So he came there to Vrindavan with the help of Maharaj Parikshit. They actually established several deities, carved several deities, and one of them was Sri Madan Mohan. And then after that, this was 5,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, due to some reasons, those deities got unmanifested. They were hidden somewhere. Somehow they were not found. Some were buried deep in the ground. So many different geological events may have happened, which may have caused that. But then, 4,500 years later, when the dear and intimate associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Adwaita Acharya, descended in this world, he traveled to many holy places. And when he stayed in Vrindavan, he was staying on the banks of Yamuna under a tree that today we call Sri Adwaita Vat. And under Sri Adwaita Vat, Sri Madan Mohan revealed himself to Sri Adwaita Acharya. And he said, please take care of me. So before leaving Vrindavan, Sri Adwaita Acharya, with great love, he entrusted the care and worship of Madan Mohan to one very pure-hearted Brahmin in Mathura of the name Chaubeji. And Sri Adwaita Acharya was feeling great separation from Madan Mohan while leaving him in Mathura.
So Madan Mohan, in order to, because Madan Mohan could see that Adwaita Acharya is crying when he has to go back to Bengal and leave Madan Mohan in Mathura. Adwaita Acharya was crying in separation from Madan Mohan. So Madan Mohan, he expanded himself as Madan Gopal. And he just, like a thief, it is said, like a thief, he entered into the heart of Sri Adwaita Acharya. Little Madan Gopal entered into the heart of Adwaita Acharya. And then when Adwaita Gosai, when he returned to Bengal, Sri Madan Mohan manifested externally from his heart as a very beautiful deity. And he is still today worshipped as Madan Gopal, the worshipable deity of Sri Adwaita Acharya Prabhu. So this great devotee Chaubeji, who was completely free from, all material inclinations, he worshipped Sri Madan Mohan as one of his family members. This was how beautifully Chaubeji used to worship Madan Mohan. And we will see tomorrow how Madan Mohan then came back from Mathura, how he came back to Vrindavan. We will see that tomorrow. But this is how Madan Mohan came with Adwaita Acharya Prabhu to the home of Chaubeji in Mathura. Jai Shri Adwaita Gosai ki Jai.
The other great personality who visited Sri Vrindavan Dham before Mahaprabhu was Lord Nityananda. At the age of 12, Nitai, he left Ekachakra Dham with a sannyasi and started roaming all over Bharatvarsha. That's how Lord Nityananda, he came to Mathura when where Pallavam and Krishna, they had appeared in Dwapar Yuga. Mm-hmm. And so he was attracted by the Jamuna river. And Sri Nityananda Prabhu sported in her gentle waters at Vishram Ghat in Vrindavan. He then circumambulated Govardhan Hill and he experienced spiritual ecstasy. He visited all of the 12 forests, including Sri Vrindavan. And in Gokul, Sri Nityananda Prabhu saw the residence of Nanda Maharaj. In ecstasy, he sat down, he wept profusely, and after worshipping the deity of Madan Gopal, he proceeded to Hastinapur.
So when Nityananda Prabhu was in Gokul, he was starting to remember all the childhood pastimes that he had, performed with his little Kanhaiya as Dauji. And remembering these beautiful pastimes, Lord Nityananda Prabhu was weeping, bitterly he was weeping. And especially when Lord Nityananda saw this ukhal, the grinding mortar, Lord Nityananda could not stop his tears. He remembered the beautiful Damodar Leela pastime of his beloved Krishna, that how when Mother Jashoda was actually tying Krishna, that particular day, Lord Balaram was actually not in Vrindavan. He was not in Gokul because he went along with his mother Rohini Devi. He went to give sweets to the elder brother of Nanda Maharaj, that is Upananda. So both Rohini Devi and Lord Balaram had gone to Upananda's home to give the sweets for Diwali. And on the day of Diwali is when Mother Jashoda bound baby Krishna. And that time Balaram was not there to protect his little Kanhaiya. So when in that morning after Krishna was tied up, when Lord Balaram came back, he came and saw that his little butter-like Krishna is left in the hot sun sitting on top of this grinding mortar, and Balaram was so angry that who has this audacity to tie up my little Krishna? Who tied up Krishna? Who did this audacity of tying Krishna? And Lord Balaram was just shouting on the top of his head. And, Krishna said, yes, thou, see, because you were not there, all this injustice happened to me. Please, yes, shout more, and do justice. I want justice. Like this, even Krishna started shouting. So then, hearing all this commotion, Mother Jashoda, who was inside the palace, she came out running. He said, hey, Balaram, what's wrong with you? Why are you shouting so much? And Balaram said, oh, Maya, you are here. Who bound your Kanha? Look, he's in the sun. His, butter-like body will melt in the sun. You didn't pay heed? You didn't notice this? Who tied your son? Yashoda said, I tied him. Nobody else. I only tied him. Because he's become so naughty. That's why he deserves to be punished. And he has to be tied up. And then Balaram looked at Krishna that, in signaling, what did you do, Kana? And Krishna was like, no, I didn't do anything. Mother Yashoda gone crazy. She's just tying me up like this. I didn't do anything, Thou. You know that. I didn't do. I'm very good boy. I didn't do anything. And then Dauji said, oh, Maya, you know who you tied up? Do you know who he is? You have tied him up. You know who he is.
He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, the source of all avatars, Avatari, Avatar Shiromani. This is Sri Krishna himself.
And Mother Yashoda said, oh, really? So this is Supreme Personality of Godhead? Balaram said, yes.
So Yashoda Maya asked, but then who are you?
Balaram, oh, me? You don't know me? I am Anantashesh. I am the, unlimited hooded snake on which Lord Vishnu is lying down. That is me. You don't know me. Recognize me. Open your eyes and look at me. I am that Adishesh Balaram. And Mother Yashoda said, oh, really? So you are Adishesh. This one is Krishna, Supreme Personality. All gods have no other business or what? That they got only my home to take all their incarnations. Wait now. Next to your Kanha, I will tie you up also. Come here. And then Mother Yashoda again picked up her stick and she started running, and then Balaram ran away. So remembering these beautiful pastimes, Lord Nityananda, he was just weeping and weeping that when, oh when, oh when will I be able to see my beautiful Kanha? I know that he has appeared in this golden complexion. When will I be able to see my Krishna Kanhaiya? So thinking like this, Lord Nityananda was profusely crying when he was in Gokul.
And so after visiting Sri Vrindavan Dham, Sri Nityananda Prabhu visited the Himalayas. And there he visited the hermitage of sage Agastya Muni. He arrived at Badrik Ashram. He spent a few days at the ashram of Naranarayan in solitude. And from there, he trekked to the hermitage of Srila Vyasadeva, where Srila Vyasadeva met with Nityananda Prabhu and immediately recognized him. He is Lord Balaram himself. And then he visited a place where the Buddhist monks were sitting. As soon as Sri Balaram came there, he asked them, "Who are you? Where is this place? What is this place called?" And these Buddhist monks were deep in meditation. They did not respond to Sri Nityananda Prabhu, not getting any replies to his questions. Sri Nityananda Avadhut Shiromani, Sri Nityananda Prabhu chastised them, causing them to flee. And then, after visiting the Himalayas, Sri Nityananda Prabhu could not resist himself, and he came back to Sri Vrindavan Dham and waited at Shringar Vat in Vrindavan, awaiting for Sriman Gauranga Mahaprabhu to commence his Sankirtan pastimes. And then Sri Nityananda joined Mahaprabhu in Sri Navadvip Dham. So far, Sri Nityananda has visited 2 times. Once before Himalayas, second time after Himalayas, and then Sri Nityananda Prabhu, he went to Navadvip, but he came back. He returned back to Vrindavan for the 3rd time. Came to take Sri Dama, who is none other than Abhiram Thakur, in Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's pastimes on the instructions of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu.
Hari Bol. Jai Sri Nityananda Ram Ki
Jai. So the theme of this year's Kartik sessions is how Gaudiyas reveal Sri Vraja Dham. In our subsequent sessions, we will see how Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, through his followers, through his associates, is laying the foundation for this, for how the Goswamis and other Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas, they reveal Sri Vraja Dham, how they re-excavated the pastime places of Sri Sri Radha Krishna. All of this and much more will be discussed in the future sessions, so stay tuned.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So now we will sing the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in glorification of Lord Nityananda, Avadhut Mahashay, and Adwaita Acharya, and Jayadeva Goswami, and of course Lokenath Goswami, all these personalities visiting Vrindavan Dham. So in that bliss, let us all immerse ourselves in this beautiful chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra.
Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Saksharam Nitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityananda. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Vishitani. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Adwaita Acharya, Srivasadi Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Jai Shriman Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Srila Gurudev ki
Jai. Hare Krishna.
So today's question. First, who was the first Gaudiya Acharya who came to Sri Vrindavan Dham under the instruction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Second, name the deity which is worshipped by Srila Lokenath Goswami.
Third, what poem is composed by Sri Jayadeva Goswami and where is it recited on every day?
Fourth, what is the meaning of Dehi Pada Pallavam Udaram?
Fifth, name the deity which is handed over by Sri Adwaita Acharya to Chaubeji.
Next, why did Lord Balaram not witness Damodar? Why Lord Balaram did not witness Damodar pastimes in Gokul?
Seventh, how many times did Lord Nityananda visit Sri Vrindavan Dham?
Haribo. Thank you so much, Hari Prasad Prabhu, for the fantastic quiz questions. Now we can open up the lines
for questions and comments.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. As usual, it's a beautiful nectarian lecture. And, we heard about Lokenath Goswami, Jayadeva Goswami, and Nityananda Prabhu visiting Vrindavan. So, when Mahaprabhu asked Lokenath Goswami to go to Vrindavan, did he give any instructions or just to say, you just go to Vrindavan?
Yes, he told him to establish deity worship there and to wait for him to meet him there.
And to assist all the Goswamis when they would come to Vrindavan and help in re-excavating the pastime places of Shri Radha and Krishna. So this was the instruction that he gave to Lokenath Goswami.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu. Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna Mataji Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you so much for a wonderful session and wonderful bhajan as well. So really mesmerized to see all the Goswami pastimes. They especially Lokenath Goswami, how thin he is and carrying the Radha Vinod, right? Sri Radha Vinod around his neck as a jewel in his cloth bag. Not able to imagine Mataji Prabhuji. It is very difficult, right, for us from my side. I mean, especially me, not others, because they are a high devotional compared to me. How much devotion he has on Radha Krishna, so that he was able to carry, even though he is not considered that his bodily concept. And a really amazing. So he only helped for other Goswami. Just come to know from you, which you answered previously. But they are not staying together, right, Prabhuji Mataji, in Vrindavan, right? All Goswamis. So they were in different location there.
Yes, these Goswamis we spoke about, they did not stay together because they visited at different times in different eras. Until the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan who came, they stayed together.
Okay.
And that's Goswami. They also called Lokenath Goswami to come and join them because all of their base was Vrindavan. And they would go to different places, like Sanatan Goswami would do Giriraj Parikrama every day. He would meet with the Brajbasis every day. But their base was Vrindavan at that time.
And at that time, Lokenath Goswami was there. He had become very old. He was staying in Khadiravan. So they said, why don't you move to Vrindavan and we all will stay together. And then the second generation who came was Narottam Das Thakur, Sri Shyamananda Pandit, Sri Srinivas Acharya, and Narottam Das took initiation from Srila Lokenath Goswami. And Srila Lokenath Goswami, it's a wonderful pastime. He never took any disciples, and he rejected Narottam Das Thakur, saying, I'm very unqualified. Why you want initiation from me? Finally, Narottam Das Thakur was very insistent, and he pleased him with his service. And so the only disciple of Lokenath Goswami was the illustrious Narottam Das Thakur, who went, and then after Vrindavan, he went and transformed kingdoms of Bengal into Krishna consciousness. So we'll discuss more about how the Goswamis stayed together tomorrow. But this is how these different Goswamis visited Sri Vrindavan Dham even before Gauranga Mahaprabhu visited. Then Gauranga Mahaprabhu visited. After that, the 6 Goswamis visited, and they stayed together.
Brought everyone close.
He's also from Bangladesh, Prabhuji Mataji, right? Lokenath Goswami also from East Bengal, right? I mean, Bangladesh, right? Not.
Yes, right. Which is Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And the other thing also you narrated very well about Srila Jayadeva Goswami pastime. So, Dehi Pada Pallava Udaram, that is very mesmerizing one. And we will always release whenever we hear that one. So, how we need to serve the devotee, pure Vaishnavas, then Lord is, what do you say? He is giving more mercy to the servant, not the pure devotee, right? First. So we need to be the servant of a servant of a servant of a Vaishnavas. That's as he insisted. So that we understood from this pastime. And one more thing, Prabhuji Mataji, I have a question. So in between you told King Vajranabh was ruling Dwaraka, right? So I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood. So after Krishna wrapped up his pastime, so it is not submerged into the sea, the Dwaraka city, or it was there for a long time?
Well, certain remains was there, but the capital was actually moved to near, Dwarka only, right? Near. Still,
King Vajranath.
Dwarka, as it was there during Krishna's time, was definitely reduced from what it was during Krishna's time, and then slowly it started going under the sea. It didn't go all one together.
Okay, Mataji, Prabhuji. Yeah, that is clear
And
now. That is clear.
There today. The Dwarka land is still there even today.
Yeah.
So it wasn't Dwarka that he may be, because before it submerged, he moved everyone. He actually called everyone to Vrindavan, and in Srimad Bhagavatam it is said that near Lohavan he called all the Vrajvasis to send them back home, back to Godhead. And of course, whatever was left of Dwarka, that was what he was coronated.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhu. No more questions further. Thank you so much for your session. Hare Krishna and with pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, Hari Prasad Prabhu, thank you. You have beautiful questions and perfect answers. So I read that every day. And thank you for your effort, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
All glories to Prabhuji, Mataji, Prabhuji. I'm just copying and pasting. All glories to our lotus feet of our Prabhu and Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes.
Hey, anybody else?
If not, we will take your leave now.
We look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. Thank you all so much. वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
अनंत कोटि श्री की जय।
जय
श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय
गुरुदेव की
जय। हरे
Thank you,
कृष्णा
Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank हरे कृष्णा।
हरे
Thank you,
कृष्ण
Mataji
माताजी।
Prabhuji.
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण।
कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्ण माताजी। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji Mataji. Hare Krishna.
प्रभु थैंक यू।
Hare Krishna Mataji, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा।